It's time for another Dice Tower review with Zee Garcia.
Hey folks, today I wanted to show you a kids game. Actually, I'm going to be doing a review of a kids game. Probably one of the very few reviews I'll do of kids games. And that game is called Hop Hooray. This is a game in which you are using your dexterity to throw some marbles into a grid and trying to win. The game is very simple. Let me show you. The game comes with enough pieces for 4 players. Here I'm going to be showing you just a game with 3, yellow, dark green, light green, but there's also orange, but we're not going to be using that one. The objective is to get the most of these little frog princess tokens. Ooh. And the game says you play until these have run out, and then the player that has the most is the winner. I do not recommend that. That's too long. You should play to whoever gets 5 first or something like that. So, how do you get these? Very simple. On your turn, each player is going to take one of these cute little plastic marbles, and you're going to throw it in the box. It has to basically hit once outside at least, and then jump in. You cannot just do that. And so I would do that. And then this player would go, and I failed, and you actually wouldn't be able to roll it again if that happens, but I'm doing this with my left hand here, so give me a break. Alright, and then that player would go, and so on. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get 3 in a row. As soon as you get 3 in a row of your own color, be it like this or diagonally, you will remove them, and you will get one of these. You get your marbles back. That's it. If you ever run out of these marbles, and they are all in play, that was pretty good. I'm not winning. Then you need to remove one and throw it back in there. Alright? Oh, come on. Oh, didn't make it. Run these out, or get the most if you set a limit for them, and you're the winner. The reason Hop Hooray is one of the very few kids games that has stuck around in my collection is because I have a very easy time getting this to the table with just about anyone. The game looks good. As soon as people see what it's about, they are engaged. Kids always get a giggle out of throwing the marble in there and then it bouncing around and landing way off where they thought it would go, or landing between 2 of yours and blocking you. It always gets a big giggle, and kids and not so young kids also. I've played this with high school kids who've had a blast playing it. So the game's obviously super light, super simple, takes just a few minutes. I, again, wouldn't recommend you play till all the chips run out. That might be, that's too long for how simple the game is. You can always just play again, But playing to 5 or so is a good way to do it. It's also best with all 4 players because there's just more activity going on. And so I recommend it. I would say it's ideal for 6, 7, 8-year-olds. A little too young and they just won't have that manual dexterity to bounce it outside once and get it in there. Obviously, if you're playing with little kids, you can also remove the penalty about if it doesn't make it on the first throw, you don't get to throw again. I've played this with my small nephew, and obviously we play without that rule for him because, well, that's no fun. So I recommend it. Hop Hooray. If you got little ones and this sounds good, sounds cute, check it out.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.